Hi Leo, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So this is your love reading for December 2017. I'm not doing the Gypsy Tarot spread this month, I'm doing a triple cross. Every tarot reader will know what the triple cross is. This is how I do mine. Okay, so it's the Celtic cross layered 3 times. And how I do mine is I shuffle the cards, ask the question, and then in the first area I look at the situation. The second pile will be what's influencing that situation, and the third pile is the reason for that, okay? And then we put the cards together to form a story. So Universe Spirit, show me what's coming in for Leo and love in December 2017. Show me Leo and love, show me Leo and love. What's coming in for Leo and love in December 2017? Show me Leo. What's coming in for the love lives of Leo in the month of December 2017? Show me. Alright, so we're going to split the deck into 3. 1, 2, 3, like so. We're going, oh, we can't collect it up, sorry. We've got the first pile, which is the situation. Second pile, why the situation's occurring. And third card, the outcome or the result of that situation. So we put the third pile to the right, second pile to the left. And let's have a look at what the situation is. Right, 4 of Cups in the reverse. Some of you guys might be giving up on a situation, or somebody might have given up on a situation concerning you, because the 4 of Cups reversed, for me, I've always looked at this card and it's reminded me of time running out. If you look at the cup in the reverse, it's like an egg timer, and that is when time runs out. So when the sand goes all the way down, time's run out, okay? And I just feel that some of you guys, it's either that you've given up on a situation or somebody's given up on a situation around you, Leo. What's influencing this is the Death card in the reverse. So it's interesting because death in the reverse means the inability to let go, and I feel that this is why some of you guys it feels like a Greek tragedy in a way, I guess, because it's not to say that death is in the upright and this is closing the door on the situation and that's why you're giving up on it. It's over, it's finished, the opportunity is gone. It's to say, well, the opportunity, but there's got to be a reason why you would. If the influence is the death in the reverse, which says that you don't close the door, it's like world in the reverse, it's like unfinished business, it's the inability to close the cycle down on a situation. Then as a result of that, the 4 of Cups in the reverse, I think some of you guys are probably making a final decision with this 4 of Cups in the reverse, or somebody's doing it to you, alright, as a result of, and I think that with the death in the reverse, it's almost like there's a situation where there's been an inability to reach some form of a compromise on a situation for some of you guys, because while this is all happening in the foundation area, we have the 8 of Cups. And I think that in the foundation, somebody walked away from a situation, which is why you guys have given up on it, because there's been no resolution with the Death card. I think that you didn't get closure. Death in the reverse for me is where you don't get closure on a situation. So I feel that there's been no closure to a situation. And I think it's to do with this. I think somebody might have walked away with this 8 of Cups in your foundation. And I think that because this person walked away, they didn't contact. I'm getting the impression so far that somebody didn't contact you guys again. They walked around here, away here, and the influences around you are, well, you've got no closure. You don't know what's going on with it. You have no idea why this person walked away. It's almost like they didn't tell you. They didn't give you a reason why they walked away here, and therefore the influences are you've got no closure on this, and as a result of this person who walked away giving you no closure, you've got no choice but to let it go. As a result of the 8 of Cups, what have you experienced? Well, some of you guys have been ploughing yourself into hard work. You might have been focusing on various projects, jobs, your family life, whatever it is. The 8 of Pentacles isn't always about work. It just means that you're focusing and you're putting a lot of hard work and you're paying a lot of attention to a certain area of your life. But I think it's because you didn't get any closure on a situation. Somebody walked away, you didn't get closure. You've put hard work and effort now into yourselves with the 8 of Pentacles showing here, and as a result of that, I see you guys giving up on a situation here. The most likely outcome for love will be, though, the 2 of Cups. For some of you guys, it could be a new relationship, because in your foundation you've got the 8 of Cups, and the 8 of Cups is classically about somebody who is removing themselves from love. They are emotionally distant or they're walking away. As a result of that, I think that you have made a decision just to let something go completely with that 4 of Cups. And the most likely outcome, it could be reconciliation for some of you guys with this 2 of Cups, but it could also be perhaps there's a new relationship on the horizon. Coming in, what you'll experience, well, there you go, you've got new love coming in for some of you Leos, okay? The Ace of Cups showing here. Right now, you guys, well, the external factors are the Six of Pentacles. So I think the Six of Pentacles is, for me, when I look at the Six of Pentacles in the external environment, for me this is about somebody who is only partially investing in a relationship. Because, you know, the Six of Pentacles can sometimes be give and take. Yes, it can. But I often look at the pictures on the card, and what I'm seeing is somebody who is given some money to one individual, and to another individual they're kind of ignoring that individual, but then there's something there for them also. So this person's kind of, sometimes this is a player card, or this isn't, I don't read this as being one-sided. Sometimes it is. So sometimes, you know, it can be that this is a one-sided relationship. It might be a relationship where there's only a partial investment in that relationship. Either way, this might be a one-sided or a relationship where you're only receiving a small amount. This can also be where you're giving too much. So for some of you guys, the external factors might be, if you're the merchant here, you might have been giving too much to a relationship, because in your foundation, and I think that this is you really, I think the external factors are that you've given too much to someone. You've given more than you've received, okay? Because this person gives more than they're actually receiving. So I'm seeing some of you guys, you've given more than you've received in a relationship. And I think what's at the root of everything is the Eight of Cups. So I think that there's somebody who's been very emotionally distant from you, and as a result of that, you've been working hard, perhaps in the relationship, but your challenge is that you're not getting what you want. You're not getting full closure on this situation, and as a result of that, I think that you're giving up on it. Some of you guys, it might be that there's a new relationship coming in with the Two of Cups. It might be finally you're going to compromise with whoever this individual is. I am seeing love coming for you guys. You've got also influences coming in the Wheel of Fortune. This may bring great change to you, potentially, with that Wheel of Fortune energy. The fears are the Four of Wands in the reverse, unstable energy within the relationship, not feeling secure enough with this Four of Wands reversed, a failed venture. And what's the outcome? Well, the Temperance card in the reverse. And it's coming from here, so there's some form of a change. I'm seeing love coming, but I'm seeing what you're going to experience is the Wheel of Fortune. This is either up and down energy, or this is some form of a change. Now, Wheel of Fortune is also a neutral card, so things can turn for good or bad when you get the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, because as a result of that, what I'm seeing is an imbalance in a relationship, or unbalanced energy within yourselves. Very interesting reading so far. Let's get the clarifiers out and see what the reason is for for all of these areas. So right now I'm seeing somebody who's giving up on a relationship, because this is about an opportunity that somebody gives up on. When you get the Four of Cups in the upright, this is somebody who potentially contemplates something that they don't really want. But in the reverse it says, well, I've made the final decision, I'm just going to let it go. I'm seeing you guys letting go of a situation here, Four of Cups in the reverse. What's the reason for that? Okay, because of the Page of Cups. That's interesting. Some of you guys might be giving up on a particular situation because there's new love that's coming in with this Page of Cups. It's not reversed, so it doesn't say that this is perhaps anything to do with the person that I'm looking at. I think you guys are giving up on a relationship because something else has come along with that Page of Cups in December. If that's not the case, Pages of Cups can often be immature individuals as well. We'll see. Looks like, or it could be a child. You're giving up because I think something new has come in. Your challenge, or what's influencing this, is Death in the reverse. And Death in the reverse, I feel, is there's a sense of a lack of closure going on here. And what's the reason for that? The King of Pentacles. I think there's a lack of closure over an individual here, which is why you're giving up on a relationship with this individual, because something new has come in. Because in your foundation, somebody walked away, the Eight of Cups. And what's the reason for that? I think that they needed time on their own with the Hermit energy. They needed time to find out what they wanted with this Hermit energy. And as a result of that, I think that you guys have been ploughing yourselves into work, potentially here, Leo. And what's the reason for that? Because you're setting boundaries. And also I think that you're being very strong with this situation. The Emperor means to be very strong, to be very resilient. I think that you're ploughing yourselves into work because you're being very resilient, and you're trying to rebuild your lives again for some of you guys with that Emperor showing there. The most likely outcome for love will be the Two of Cups. Some of you guys, it might be that you're putting a lot of effort into another individual. Maybe this Emperor is the same as the Page of Cups dude we can see here. The most likely outcome for love will be the Two of Cups. And what's the reason for that? Okay, so there's an agreement to commit to something here, or there's an agreement to commit to a new venture, and it's with this new love that's coming in here, I feel. it might be also that you're giving up, especially here, because I'm seeing somebody's walked away. I think it's because they needed time on their own, so they kind of withdrew from the relationship. They needed time on their own, and as a result of that, you're not willing to put any more effort with this Four of Cups into the relationship. I think this is definitely to do with new love for some of you guys here. And as a result of this area here, I'm seeing you guys, there's an agreement here. There's an agreement maybe to work towards something else. It could be with somebody new coming in here. I think there's somebody new, because I'm seeing some of your challenges, lack of closure on a King of Pentacles. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn individual. Doesn't have to be, but I think you've got a lack of closure over an individual that's influencing you. Okay, it's influencing you giving up on this relationship, because it might be that you've got new love, or you're seeking new love with this Page of Cups, and as a result of that, I am seeing a new relationship, and this is coming in because somebody may want to commit to you. I think that you've got an issue with somebody that didn't want to commit, because I'm seeing this person walked away because they needed to find themselves or try and do some soul searching over the relationship. Coming in, you've got the Ace of Cups, and what's the reason for that? Ah, it's a King of Wands. There he is, he or she. I'm seeing for some of you guys love with a King of Wands. So this would be a top tier Aries, Leo, Sag individual. Doesn't have to be. This could be a charismatic. Usually this is a very handsome, very beautiful individual showing up. This might be an entrepreneur, or somebody who works for themselves, or somebody who's a real go-getter, very charismatic. There's new love with an individual coming in here for you guys. You know what the funny thing is? Because this is the most likely outcome, but it's coming from here. Okay, here we go. I'm going to call this again. Let's go from this bottom bit here. In your foundation, somebody walked away. I think they walked away because they needed to find some introspection on the relationship. As a result of that, you guys seem to be giving up on this individual. Four of Cups in the reverse. You've made a decision not to pursue it at all, because I think there's new love that's come here with the Page of Cups, and as a result of that, the most likely outcome will be there's a relationship here, okay, that has the potential for commitment. I feel with the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I do feel that this is somebody else here, because in the recent past, I feel that you've been working towards possibly building up those barriers with the Emperor energy. I think that you've been working towards making yourself stronger, making yourself feel more confident here, because your challenges, you haven't fully closed the door, I feel, on this, and I think this King of Pentacles is the Hermit. So you haven't fully closed the door on this King of Pentacles stroke Hermit individual, okay, and that's why in the immediate future you're finding new love with another individual. So I'm seeing there's somebody that you haven't completely gotten over, but it's almost like you're going to have to do it, because at the end of the day, this person walked away to find themselves, and you guys have found it very difficult to close the door on this individual, but you've had to. But also, I think what's helping you to forget, or try to forget, about whoever this individual is here and here, is because there's new love, and as a result of that, you've got some form of a new beginning. Not necessarily new beginning, it is an Ace, but you're starting to develop something here with a King of Wands. Right now, you guys are experiencing, the external factors are showing the Six of Coins, and I think that this is a one-sided relationship. Probably it might be that you're investing too much as well, but I don't think that you're investing too much. I think that this is one-sided relationship, and what's the reason for that? It might be there's a one-sided relationship because there's a third-party situation, and the Six of Pentacles often shows somebody who's not just looking at one person, they're actually looking at another as well. So I think the external factors is that this is a one-sided relationship because potentially there was a third party involved with that lover's energy. What you'd experience though is the Wheel of Fortune, a change coming in, and what's the reason for that? Okay, I think that this person might not be 100% honest. It's either that this person isn't honest, because the Magician in the reverse shows a con man, shows a liar, shows a fraud. So it might be that there's a change in this situation because you discover that the person's not particularly honest. It might be that there's a change in this situation because you don't feel motivated enough to pursue anything, or nothing's really coming off the ground. When you get the Magician in the reverse, it's often either about a con man, a liar, a cheat, or it could be about a lack of confidence, or it could be about that something's not manifesting. So it's all of those things why there's a change here. Your fears will be the Four of Wands in the reverse, and what's the reason for that? Because the Two of Wands. So it might be your fears are with the Four of Wands, that this relationship will not have the potential to be stable or secure enough. Might be because you're stuck between a crossroads, or stuck at a crossroads with that Two of Wands in the reverse. And the outcome shows Temperance reverse. And what's the reason for that? Because of the Three of Wands. I feel that you guys are possibly still waiting for somebody else to come back. Three of Wands is where you're waiting. So I think that what you'll experience in the outcome is disharmony and a sense of feeling unbalanced with whoever this individual is, because you're waiting for someone to come back with that Three of Wands. Three of Wands can be where you're waiting for your ships to come in. You're waiting for your return on an investment with that Three of Wands. Okay. It's interesting. We'll get this reading again, and then we're going to get the final cards down, Leo. So in your external factors, right now, I think some of you guys, you are, I don't see you as investing here too much. I see this as in your external environment and factors. Sorry, there's a one-sided relationship. And why is that? Might be that there's a third-party situation with the Lover's energy showing here. Because the foundation is why everything is happening is somebody walked away. Why did they walk away? Well, they needed to seek answers. They needed to withdraw themselves and find out what they wanted. As a result of that, I feel that you guys have been working very, very hard to build yourself up again with that Emperor energy. But your challenge is that you still haven't got closure. You still haven't been able to close the door fully on whoever this individual is. The King of Pentacles could be a Earth sign individual, doesn't have to be. But as a result of that, I feel that you guys have decided, well, you know what, I don't really want anything to do with this person. I'm just going to give up on this opportunity with this individual. And that's because of the Page of Cups. I'm seeing new love coming in for you. Somebody offers you something here, and that's why you decide to give up on this individual. The most likely outcome will be, well, with this individual, there could be a new relationship with that Two of Cups. One in which you guys, or one in which it has the potential to go the long distance. It has the potential to grow, and it has the potential to build into something that is long lasting and stable with that Ace of Coins. What you'll experience coming in is flourishing love to a certain extent with this individual, this King of Wands. This Page of Cups energy, where it's coming from this King of Wands. This lack of closure over this individual is coming from somebody who walked away. However, there's going to be a change that comes in here. It's either that the change is involving that this person is dishonest, or the change is involving that you're just probably not feeling it with the wheel, with the Magician card in the reverse. You lack the confidence to actually move anything forward, I feel, with this individual. Your fears will be, well, this could be, this relationship possibly doesn't have the potential to grow, doesn't have the potential to be successful with the Four of Wands in the reverse. It's too unstable, it doesn't feel secure enough, maybe because you're stuck between a rock and a hard place around this individual here. And the outcome, I feel, is Temperance in the reverse. This is you guys not really wanting to work things out with whoever this dude is here. I think the Temperance in the reverse is feeling a slight sense of imbalance, emotional imbalance concerning this person, because I think you might be still waiting for somebody to come back, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was this King of Pentacles that you've got no closure on here. Let's have a look at the final pile of cards and see how everything's panning out. So right now you guys are giving up on a situation, and that's because I think that new love has come in here with the Page of Cups energy showing up here. But the outcome of this area, and I can only read it as an outcome rather than reading it as a linear story, I think that you're giving up on a situation. I think it's because new love has come in, but I think that as a result of that, you're kind of sitting on the fence with that Hanged Man. Okay, because the Hanged Man is often in limbo, or you're sitting on the fence, or you know, it's about slow moving changes. So I think that you're giving up on a situation because new love's come in, but I think that you're holding fire a little bit with that Hanged Man, Leo, sitting there, because your challenge is you don't have any closure over a King of Pentacles showing here, who you're possibly still in contact with the Page of Wands. Because in your foundation, this person walked away. They needed some time to find themselves, to find out what they wanted with that Hermit energy showing there. And therefore, they've been a little bit reticent in terms of their feelings for you. And as a result of that, I feel that you've been working towards possibly building some boundaries around you with that Emperor energy there. And this is by disconnecting from the relationship with the Three of Cups in the reverse. The most likely outcome for love will be the Two of Cups here. I'm seeing a new relationship, and it's coming from here. So let's go from the bottom. Somebody walked away from you. Why did they walk away? They withdrew because they needed to seek some answers for themselves. They were going through some form of transformative stage, and they feel that they need to do this by withdrawing themselves, by holding back emotionally from you. And as a result of that, I'm seeing that you're giving up on this situation with this individual, because new love has come in, but I feel that really with this new love that's come in, you're kind of a little bit in limbo with the Hanged Man showing here. Okay, I think that you're being very, very careful. You're being very cautious with that Hanged Man sitting there. And as a result of that, the most likely outcome could be... So I think that you're kind of taking your time with whatever this new thing is that comes in for you. And as a result of that, there could be an agreement that you both want to commit with the Page of Pentacles energy and let down your guard, letting down your barriers with that Seven of Wands in the reverse, surrendering to it. Seven of Wands in the upright is about putting down your guard, but Seven of Wands in the reverse is about putting those guards down, surrendering to the elements. The immediate future, I'm seeing new love. It's coming in with an individual, this King of Wands here. He was quite stable, looks quite loyal, and looks like the type of person that will be responsible and will be there for you. He looks like a very consistent... I'm seeing a person who's very, very consistent and very loyal with that Knight of Pentacles. Right now, you guys, though, in your external factors, there's a relationship that you're involved in that's one-sided. It's because of a third-party situation here, in which you're lost out. Five of Cups. Which is why you don't want to know. Four of Cups in the reverse. And that's because new love has come in. But I think that you're being very, very cautious around this love. Because whoever it is that let you down here, they walked away. They withdrew themselves, and also they've been very reticent in terms of their emotions. I think it's found you working hard on yourselves to build up your strength and your trust again, but the only way that you can do that is by severing ties with whoever this individual is. Because I feel for some of you guys, you haven't closed the door completely on this King of Pentacles. It might be the person still contacting you with that Page of Wands. And as a result of that, I feel that what you're finding in December is you're not interested because new love has come in, but you're being very careful. The most likely outcome from this new situation will be there could be an agreement that you both want to commit to the relationship, but it will require that you take your guard down with that Seven of Wands in the reverse. This new person that comes in here, this new love with this King of Wands, this person is a very, very responsible, loyal and consistent individual. However, there is a change that comes in here, and it's because of the Magician in the reverse. I'm seeing a very much an emotionally manipulative person, so I think that there's a change here because you see this person as being very emotionally manipulative. The Magician in the reverse is often a manipulator, and this is an emotional card, a King of Cups. So I'm seeing here a change comes in because this King of Wands, possibly quite emotionally manipulative as an individual. Your fears will be this relationship lacks stability because I am at a little bit of a crossroads, and it seems to be a permanent one with that Two of Wands, in which you're still living in the past with the Six of Cups in the reverse, and the outcome shows I feel there's disharmony with this new relationship that comes in here because I feel that you're still waiting for this person to come back. With the Knight of Wands, can you see how the Knight of Wands is charging towards you? I think you're still waiting for this King of Pentacles to come back, but I don't understand what the Page of Wands is doing in there. I think that this person's contacting you, but I think that they're very reticent. So they might be contacting you ad hoc and saying, how you doing, this, that and the other, but they're not fully committing to you, and you know this. It's a very, very complicated situation for some of you Leos, I feel that I'm seeing here. Because what I'm seeing is you haven't got full closure, and it's over an individual, a King of Pentacles, and I think that this person has been contacting you now and again. But in the foundation, this person walked away. They said they needed to find themselves, or they needed to find out what they wanted, and therefore emotionally they're very reticent, they're very held back. You found it necessary to work towards building your strength with that Emperor by severing ties, breaking the friendship, breaking the agreement with the Three of Cups in the reverse. Because the influences are that there's lack of closure over this King of Pentacles, who seems to be contacting you ad hoc, now and again, saying things, does he follow it through? He or she follow it through? I don't think they do, because the energies around you, there's a lack of interest here. You've decided with the Four of Cups to give up on the opportunity because there's a new opportunity that's come to you with this Page of Cups energy. But I feel with the Hanged Man, this is saying in the outcome, you're very reticent around this. You just want to go with the flow and see how things go. The most likely outcome will be, well, there could be a new relationship here that has the potential for commitment with the Ace of Pentacles, but only if you could lower your guard. This new relationship with this King of Wands here has the potential for long term, but also I feel that this new love coming in the immediate future is with a King of Wands, somebody who should be responsible and also quite consistent and loyal. However, there's a change that comes in here. For some reason, you're finding out that this individual, I feel, might be a little bit of an emotionally manipulative person, because you've got the Magician energy here in the reverse, and this is somebody who's a manipulator. This person manipulates emotionally wise. So it's almost like somebody comes in, but you find a problem with this individual, I feel, Leo. And as a result of that, there's no getting together with this individual. There's a lack of harmony, especially within the self. And that's because you're waiting for this Three of Wands. I would read this as the Three of Wands being waiting in the outcome. What are you waiting for? The Knight of Wands. You're waiting. Now, Knight of Wands isn't always a player. Sometimes if I were just to play on words, I would look at this person. He's charging back in. It's almost like you're waiting for someone to come back to you. And I think it's this person who's been contacting you ad hoc from the past. Somebody who walked away. We're going to get this reading all together now again, okay? It's very interesting reading. Right now in your external factors, you're dealing with a situation that's one-sided. I think it's because there was a third-party situation in which you lost. The Five of Cups. Because in your foundation, there's somebody that walked away from you. I think they did this because they were seeking the truth. They were seeking some form of an answer here with the Hermit card. I think they walked away because they wanted to be on their own, or they wanted to see, especially if there's a third party situation here in which you lost out here. I think that in the foundation this person walked away. They probably wanted to find out exactly what it was that they wanted, and as a result of that, the only way that they could do this is by emotionally detaching themselves from you. I think as a result of that, you guys have worked very hard with that Eight of Coins to build your strength up again, and the only way that you can do that is by severing ties altogether with the Three of Cups in the reverse. However, your challenge is, the door is still open with whoever this person is with the Death card in the reverse. It's a King of Pentacles who I feel now and again possibly contacts you with that Page of Wands, which is why, though you've given up on the situation, or we should say, which is why you seem to have given up on this situation, because I think a new opportunity has presented itself to you. But I see you guys with this Hanged Man sitting on the fence a little bit. You've probably still got your guards up. The most likely outcome will be, well, you could have a new relationship here, the Two of Cups, in which there could be the potential for commitment, perhaps if you let your guard down with the Seven of Wands. However, coming in, this new love with this individual, this King of Wands, will move slowly with the Knight of Pentacles. Or we could read it as, you've got new love coming in. It's with a King of Wands. Somebody who seems to be quite stable. They're looking for what you're looking for. They're looking for commitment. But they're just going with the flow. They're going very slowly with this. Or you're both going very slowly with this, Leo. I feel that what you'll experience coming in is some form of a change, though. And the change will be because of a Magician in the reverse. Somebody who's highly manipulative. Why are they manipulative? Because they're the King of Cups. So I think that emotionally wise, I think is what it's trying to tell us is this change is occurring because you're noticing that this person might be a little bit of an emotional manipulator. Because your fears are not being happy with this individual, the Four of Wands in the reverse, because you're still stuck at a crossroads over the past, Six of Cups reversed. And the outcome shows disharmony, the Temperance energy, with this new relationship, because I think that you guys are waiting for this King of Pentacles stroke Hermit to return. I think you're still waiting for someone to return to you, Leo. Somebody that you've had communication with. I think this person hurt you over a third party situation, or over some form of a situation that involved more than one person with this Lover's energy sitting here, because, sorry, that sounded like something else. With this Lover's card sitting here. The Lovers can be third party, but it can also say that it's a situation that involves many other people, and I think that you're lost over it with the Five of Cups. I think this person, whoever this person is that walked away and decided to hold back emotionally from you, I think that they still contact you now and again, though. I think they're still contacting you now and again. But you give up on this situation. It's not materialising because you found new love. But I think that you've been on the fence with this Hanged Man around this new relationship. But if you let your guard down, it could happen as the best case scenario. However, what's really happening is, yes, you have new love with a person who seems to be very stable and very consistent and very loyal, but it's almost like there's a change that occurs because you're discovering some form of emotional manipulation with this person. It's almost like this person is not all that you thought that they would be. And I think that your fears are that you're not going to be able to settle with this person. Four of Wands in the reverse. I think that's because you're stuck at a crossroads in the past. You're still stuck in the past here with these cards here. And the outcome shows lack of harmony because you're waiting for somebody to return. Knight of Wands comes and goes. I think you have a chance with somebody else, but there's something about that person that doesn't fit well with you, Leos. And it leaves you waiting for somebody else to return to you. This person that seems to be contacting you ad hoc. Let's have a look at what the advice is from the angels. Angels, what's the advice that you have for Leo on this reading? What's the advice that you have for Leo on this reading? Show me. It's telling you to give your relationship a chance. And this relationship, I think, would be this one. Yeah, I mean, I don't really like that Magician in the reverse. It talks about somebody who's an absolute liar and a deceiver, that Magician in the reverse. But also somebody who's highly manipulative. It might be that you feel that somebody's trying to manipulate your feelings, for example. That Magician in the reverse and the King of Cups. I think that, for me, this would say there's a change that comes in, possibly because you feel that somebody's trying to manipulate your feelings. Because Magician in the reverse is a manipulator of the highest order. So it's almost like you feel that somebody's trying to manipulate your feelings here. I don't know whether you're bored with this person, because this person shows as a King of Wands, but he's showing as very loyal, very consistent. And I'm wondering if the change comes in because you feel that this person's trying to manipulate your feelings. Maybe you're feeling very low, and maybe you feel that this person's trying to take advantage of that. It's almost like you're waiting for somebody to come back, but this person's only dangling a carrot at you now and again. They're not being consistent enough. I think there's one person around you in December that's very consistent. There might be certain things that you don't quite trust about this person here, but I think there's another person here that you're still waiting to come back, that you have some form of communication with. But it's saying to give the new relationship a chance. Okay. Why does Leo need to give this new relationship a chance? Why does Leo need to give this new relationship a chance? Oh, reconciliation. Oh, so it's not that one. It's telling you to give your relationship a chance because there could be a reconciliation. I was thinking it was the new relationship. It doesn't look like it is. It looks like it's the old one. Some of you guys, you might need to hold out. There might be somebody who's returning then. I had to get some clarifier on that because I just thought there's somebody here that Leo doesn't trust. It looks like it's a new person they don't trust, and they're waiting for an old person to come back, an older love to come back, somebody who's been contacting them now and again. And the cards seem to be saying give your relationship a chance because there's a reconciliation going on here. There could be a reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning. Oh, interesting. It seemed to be telling you to give an old relationship a chance. So maybe you're right to leave whatever this new relationship is if you don't trust it and wait for this thing to happen. I still don't know whether this is, because this is a one-sided card, Six of Coins, and that's because of the Lovers. And the Lovers is often a third-party situation, but it might not be a third-party situation per se. This could be family, for example, because the Lovers means more than one person. It might be also, the Lovers card is about choice, so you might find that in your external factors there is a one-sided relationship. Maybe it's because somebody had to make a choice that resulted in you losing them with that Five of Cups. So maybe this person had to make a choice, for example, to travel to another country or to move somewhere else for work. Doesn't always mean third party as with another individual, or else why would you still be waiting? It's almost like this person, somebody around you, Leo, from your past, it's almost like it didn't work out because that person had another. I don't think it's a third party situation actually, by the way. I think somebody had a choice to make on you or something else. It might have been another person, but I don't think it is. I think there was a choice that this other person, this King of Pentacles here, I think they had to make a choice on you and something else that they had to do. And it resulted in loss. So it might be that they had to move to America and you live in England. Or it might be that they had to choose to their children over you, or something like that. And I think you found it very difficult with this individual, and you've just decided, fuck it, I'm not investing in this anymore, leave it. There's new love that's come in, but I'm just going to see how it goes with the Hanged Man. But this could work out for you if you let your guard down. However, for some reason, you don't trust this person coming in. There's a change here. There's a manipulator. It's because of a manipulator, that Magician in the reverse, who's very kind towards you. So it's almost like they're either manipulating your feelings or they're emotionally manipulative, and that's why there is no balance with you in this individual, because you're still waiting for this King of Pentacles to come back. And the cards are saying give this relationship a chance, because there could be a reconciliation. So, and I think that would be after Christmas potentially. I think that it's saying really, if you're not feeling the new relationship, don't go for it. And I think if there's something minor or something subtle and it's not cheating or anything like that, then potentially, yeah, you could give somebody from the past a chance again over Christmas going into the new year. Alright, that's your reading, Leo. I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and I'll speak to you guys on your generals. Take care.